Everybody, welcome back to TerraFirmaCraft Season 5, Episode 43 with me, Sid, and the wait still goes on. The 3-wide supergrass dirt snake is starting to get there, and I have actually connected it up to the first garden, so once this is in, we're laughing. The little babies, we've harvested most of the crops. Those are still to be harvested. And we're ticking along quite nicely. I have got an iron bloom that's recently just cooked. This is now, I don't know, several days in, and it is still giving off light, so I think we may be okay with these. What else? Obviously that snake is going. I've got charcoal going over here. We have got quite a few things we need to actually do this episode, and first and foremost is we need, where's my thing? Well, give me, thank you. We need to get our charcoal situation sorted. This thing is fine, you know, it does the job, and slowly and steadily. Now, it would be, well, it's not even a would be, it's going to be a requirement that we need that to stop creating charcoal and start creating coal coke, and such is the case that, you know, we're going to have to get coal, we're going to have to go and get coal coke going, because once we get a blast furnace and start playing with steel, then we will be having more fun. We'll be into the steel age, and obviously what we don't want to be doing is wasting resources such as the blast furnace, when, you know, it should be creating steel, not coal coke, not coke. It's not coal, not charcoal. I'll get there eventually. So to that end, we are going to be looking at several things. Whether we get them all done. Oh, I made a new saw ready for when this one breaks. It only has a durability of 11, so it's only a matter of time. So we need this to carry on. That's fine. I'll just leave this to grow as is. I mean, you know, we're getting very close now. And we need some wood, more great wood. We are going to need to, let me get the great woods are over that way. Let's just head over there, and we'll go and grab ourselves some more great wood, and we should be in a position then to work with them. That's what I'm trying to. I've planted a few more saplings around here. I mean, you know, it's basically, a lot of the time it's just killing time. TFC is one of those games where TerraFirmaCraft just requires an awful lot of time killing. Sometimes you're just waiting for things to happen, and you know, how long you wait and what you do with your time while you're waiting can be the difference between getting a lot done to getting next to nothing done, really. I made a scythe, iron scythe, so that's handy because we're getting the saplings. I was getting a little bit tired of punching the trees manually. So this tree, this great wood, I can't remember if it had webbies or not. I don't think it did. I think it was a ordinary great wood. Lovely. Let me get my scythe then, and we shall. He also sorts out your stick problem as well, which is handy. Well, we've got a great wood sapling. Let's try and, that's 2. So I'd like to get a few more great woods planted, even though they are sometimes growing back with spawners. That's actually becoming less of a problem though, because we are much better able to cope with a spawner. So yeah, that's a you know, less of an issue. What we got there? 3. Can I get? Let me just try for one more. One more. What I will do though. Hang on. Oh, there is a. There we go. That'll do us. And let's have this down. Yeah, so we're going to need this. We're going to need great woods to run our new charcoal furnace when we build it, because they produce a hell of a lot of wood. And, you know, that's a good thing. What can I get rid? Hang on. I've actually got a few things. I've got some space in my food stash, so I can pop you, and you in there. And that gives me a few more slots for 1, 2, 3. Let me just get rid of a few of these. I'm not sure how many. At least another stack of logs there. More sticks there. Okay, I'll plop these down, and we shall go and grab this one. I will plant a few more of. Yeah, we need to put one more down. Doop, bloop, and then finally we'll just get you. Now I've not got my chest on my back, so we haven't got the luxury of being able to just, you know, do what we want with that. Oh, we'll be able to cope with a bit more. I'm going to put some more of these in. We'll take them back and we'll get on with the next bit of the build. So I will see you back at Lake Town. Alright, so armed with a few blocks. This is definitely growing well over this way. I'll probably strip out most of this in a mo. My charcoal furnace I want to put around about here-ish. Now, the question is, do I come out a step and then set it back, or do I bring it straight up from here? Decisions. I think we're going to go straight from here, actually. So my floor is going to be set down, and it's going to be stone, because obviously, you know, burning things don't really play nicely with wood. And it is going to be a typical charcoal pit shaped object. Already got our sides here, so we can drop down and just get these in. Oops. And we'll probably start them a bit lower down, so let's just go down. Oh no, that's not good placement. There, right down. I don't want to have to faff around redoing another one of those things. That would be a bad experience. Right. Now I'd like to build this, because at the moment we can see we've got that going on. So I would like to build this a little bit more sensibly, and the first thing I want out of here is a great wood slab. And we're going to come down to there, and I'm going to take you out of here, and then we're going to go and grab something from over here that we've been testing for a while and now seems to be a good semi-permanent light source. I certainly not. Oh, that's not going to be good though, is it? Actually no, you will get away with that. That shouldn't be, that should be fine. Okay, good. So stick a jack-o'-lantern in the bottom. I believe that will work fine, because I'm fairly certain I did that last season on the on the thing as well. It's a block and it works. Right, we need to eat and sleep and then continue on. Now, the next thing I want is some building materials, and I want to use a different building material for this. I want to mix it up a little bit. Pardon me. Now, up until now, we've been utilising mud bricks. This time, I think I would like to try and get into bricks. Because we're a little bit further on now, and you know, our technology level is such that we should be able to make bricks. So yeah, but for bricks we're going to want a few things, and I think one of the first things we will want is some stone of a type. Now, as to what kind of stone, I'm going to strip this out while we're talking. We can go to, I think we can actually come all the way to here. And that should give us the freedom to take out you, and you, and you, and all of these. And then a whole load of this lot. Yeah. And we can put this all back in, and we can start planning the next expansion onto the next garden plot, or the next 2 garden plots probably. We can probably do 2 at the same time, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes difficult to second guess. What was I saying? I'd like to try and use bricks, stone bricks, and if we look at brick, for example, these we can't do at all. well, rather we can make bricks in the fire kiln, so we can actually make them, but yeah, you know, you get 6 out of 5. That's actually not bad. You still need the mortar. I don't want to use those though, because I think Minecraft bricks are quite ugly. But if we jump over to these, nope, they're mud bricks. Nope. Coming on a bit further. I don't think we can do. Yeah, we can actually make those using the chisel, but again, I'm not interested. What I want is this kind of stuff, diorite bricks. So you chisel those, then you use them with 4 mortar, 5 to a thing to make 4. For that, we're going to need a certain amount of rocks, and I'm not sure how we're doing for all of the rocks. So let me very quickly come over here. And we shall come in here. Oh, that did not work very well. Hang on. I'm just going to get these ready for when the grass finally gets here, because it should spread fairly quickly once we get to this point. So yeah, taking these out ready and putting the grass bridges in should be a reasonably sensible move, I think. Now, was suggested, a few things were suggested to me. Using pistons was a suggestion that was made. I don't think they will work, but the problem is pistons in Minecraft, in TerraFirmaCraft, are a little bit more awkward to make anyway. So they're not. This is not too bad, but I haven't got any redstone yet. I haven't actually dug any. Whether I found any, well, that's another matter. I can't recall. Satin spar. Oh, right over there, miles and miles away. I didn't think I'd seen much, and I didn't dig it up at the time. Mainly because it's not something you use a massive amount of in TFC. So yeah, piston. whilst a nice idea, is not going to happen anytime soon, I don't think. So we need rocks. I'm not sure what I've got. Let's go and have a look, and I'll be back in a second. Alright, our rock supplies are very low. We don't have a huge amount. If I'm going to dig for rocks to make bricks, then I might as well actually dig somewhere where I want to try and find something we want, and one of the things we want is gold. So we can get our pro pick out now. Gold, let me just very quickly jump over to the TFC ores, and we should be able to find that gold forms in native gold is in andesite, basalt, dacite, rhyolite, diorite, gabbro and granite. Now we are in shale, so we know that this gold is most definitely not in the top layer. We're not going to find it in the top layer. If we have a peek down, it's quite deep before we even get to rock. So I don't think we're going to find, well, this thing's not going to last very long either. But we know that we're not going to find it up here, so we need to go down, and we're going to need to go down quite a few blocks. So let us very quickly make ourselves some ladders. We'll find a place to dig, and hopefully I've got some ladders, but you know, 4 durability left. How typical. If that's not enough ladders, then I don't know what is. Let me actually we'll keep them. Right, got my, oh, I didn't bring my food. Mind you, we're not that far from home, are we? So we can always go back. But I did bring my bed. I didn't bring my food table with me like an idiot. In fact, I'm going to go back and get the stuff that I forgot before it's too late, and I will see you in a mo. Alright, we're slept. I've taken the opportunity while I was here to make a new prospector's pick head. We are going to chop that off and take I'll take 2 bowls, it doesn't hurt, and we're going to take that with us. And the grass has made it down to here, look, so I think we can, well, we'll leave it for now, but we're definitely at the point where we can start thinking that this garden is the garden plots are almost ready, which is good, because it means we can start planting some crops again once we've got all of those grassed over and nutrients in the soil. Yeah, right, I've got to go and find some gold now, and that's going to be interesting to say the least. So when you've got a setup like this where the actual gold is, or the mineral wealth is way down in the ground, so we know it's going to be 1 layer down, possibly even 2. There's no guarantee, because as you can see here, this is shale all the way down. You got a couple of options, and the first one, I'm going to just go with, how do we put it? If I start over, the first traces of gold are here, and we kind of got nothing going over that way. We have got some over there, so I'm going to kind of middle myself, because we've got a little bit of gold over here and here, and I don't think we've got any over this way, so I think roughly in the middle here. Usual double hole. This is not foolproof in TerraFirmaCraft, unlike normal Minecraft. A cave-in beneath me could prove to be quite fatal in this, and I hope I'm not being prophetic, but as you can see, there's nothing of interest at this point, but we're still in shale. we need to get down all the way to the next layer, and hopefully it will be one of those ore bearing rocks. I'm going to carry on down. I will see you in a little while. We found a very large sample of native gold somewhere very close by. It's got to be down here somewhere. That is rhyolite. Excellent. The question is now, where is the actual gold? It's there. Oh, and it's rich. Oh, I am such a jammy git. Okay. Well, let us see which way that. Oh wow, we're definitely running into issues here already, aren't we? Let me pop you down for a second. Unseal. We'll grab one of them. We're going to keep all of the rock because partly this was what that was all to do with. And we'll grab another rock, and I didn't actually need that prospector's pick at all, so let me put that away. I don't really want that or that in my inventory as well. We'll keep hold of you for now. In fact, we'll keep hold of you and we'll grab some gold. This is going to be at this point an exercise in grabbing smooth. I may have to just go and mine a load of rock, you know. I don't think I'm going to get away with that. Gold we don't need a vast amount of right now, so that is simple enough. We'll just keep ticking at this, and I may mark it as a potential mine. Problem is down here is I can't break rocks to get the little broken bits of rock, which is a pain, because what I actually want now. Oh, we've run out of points. What I actually want now is rock and not broken the bits, so that's a pain in the bum. Anyway, we have definitely got gold, and we've got 10 there, which is 350. That's 3.5 ingots worth. Just from that bit, we need 4 ingots worth, so we're definitely in the ballpark that we need to find it, which way it was going, which means that I need to, I don't know. Oh, hello. Let me just try chiseling out a few blocks first. I may need to get some roof supports in. Ah, there we go. No, we found it again. Excellent. So as long as I've got enough for making 4 double sheets at the moment, that will be awesome. And we'll do that. Let me grab a little bit more, and I'll be back with you in a moment. All right, that ore vein is proving reluctant, although I've got a reasonable amount of gold. I've got about 7 ingots worth, which is enough to do what I need in the first instance, which is to get the thermometer. Probably did not get enough to or enough rock for what I wanted, and yeah, so that is potentially an issue. I'm going to stick that there so we can't accidentally fall down, and I'm going to leg it. In fact, no, what I'm going to do first, I will change this out to gold mine quality 35. It's definitely not played out. I've barely got any out of it. And then we shall have a look at them. There we go, J. Different keys, different things. Remove. So there we go. That is that. We have got food. So I'm just going to grab these little bits of gold floating around over and on the floor around here, because it'd be wrong not to. There, useful bits of gold nuggets, if you like, and then we can head back. And I'm not entirely sure what the best way to sort out my rock problem is, or whether just to go with a mixture of smooth rocks, and maybe swallow my pride and go with some of the stuff that I've already got, because you know, TFC is there. Oh god, I nearly went running off down that ravine. It's not a deep one, but you know, that's not beside the point, isn't it? Right, let me get back. We have a gold mine, and we can head over to home and see how our garden plots are doing. I'll see you when we get there. I think we can safely say that we are done bringing the grass over this way. So I'm going to take all of this out, get this build back to where it should be, and probably put the grass bridge in on the other side as well, ready for when that's there. But we are definitely here, which is really good news. Well, it's for me. You might find it slightly less good news, but there you go. Let me grab some of them and that, and yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Alright, I'm going to swallow my pride for the time being, and we are going to work with a block other than the one that I originally envisaged in my block palette. We're going to go with the smooth rock, but I'm going to mix and match these, I think. The reason is fairly simple. I don't think either of these have got lighting blocks in them, which is fine, and we'll take you back down to here, like that, and we'll take you off as well. And then I'm going to we'll start with a corner block like that, and then we'll mix in a little bit of something else. What else we got? I think I should have had some gabbro. Actually, that really should have gone back one, I think. I'll kind of bugger this up a little bit. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world. We can work this. We can fix this. We can mend this. We can make it shine, shine, shine. So this will be our entrance area, and we'll have the that will be blocked up when we fire it, and then we'll pop a little bit of you in here. Now, how big I make this, I don't really know, and I've taken off the one thing that allowed me to climb back in. The one last season was brilliant because it made so much charcoal, but it was also a pain in the backside because it took so much wood to fill. So there's part of me is a little bit reluctant to make this too big, but I think it needs to be at least 3 deep, if not deeper. So you get that kind of thing going on, and it'll look a little odd, I'm sure, but we can then kind of come up here. We do need to be 3 tall though, don't we? That's a good point, actually. Let me just get a little bit of that there and there, and I suppose we can just drop our bed down here for now and have a quick snooze once it's night time. This is, I'm really chuffed that this is finally getting in here. Yeah, so let me carry on building this up, and then I shall be back in a moment. Alright, I think I've made this as big as I'm going to make it, which is not very big at all. It's considerably smaller than the last one, but it's still pretty sizable. It's going to take a fair amount of effort to fill that. Wow, look at that spreading. Now, the one thing we've got going on here, which is not ideal, is that this is spawnable, and we don't want that. So, but I do want all of the blocks that are facing into the thing to be solid blocks. I don't want any danger of these being, misinterpreted as something other than they are. So what we're going to do is we are going to, on this one, we've got a whole layer of 3 solid blocks underneath this. So this layer here is going to be chiseled back like as so. And that gives you a nice shape. It, you know, makes it a little bit more intriguing. And what we can do then is we can start playing. Hang on, let me try and do this sensibly. We can start playing with this kind of concept of, and now I'm fairly certain I can do that. And that brings that back. Oops, damn it. Got to be careful with that. Yeah, actually that was all right. Okay. That one and that one will be all right as well then, wouldn't they? Let me be a little bit more cautious in this then. This one here is a solid block. So that can be chiseled, as can that. And that. Let me just make sure that these are all in fact solids. They are, or at least that one is. So that will go. Now this one here is also a solid because it's already chiseled, and I remember this one was solid. I don't think we can do anything with that, can we? So let's take these out and replace them with blocks we can do something with, like that one. And we'll just get those done. So I'm just going to basically take all of these blocks out, he says, failing completely to actually do anything. Now this one does need to be a solid, so that we're going to have to come up with something clever for that, aren't we? This one doesn't, however. Anyway, yeah, you can see what I'm trying to do. I'll be back in a sec. Alright, we've got this thing. It is spawn proof. It's, I don't know, it's probably quite ugly, to be honest. It's patchwork of stone, just quite deliberately made to look like a patchwork of stone. This is really spreading. I'm really happy with that. But on the top, I just use a little slab of material to seal that up. And as you can see, we've got a big chamber. And what we need to do is stack this full of timber, which is going to be easier said than done. I mean, this is going to take a lot of wood, but it will create a lot of charcoal. So yeah, it kind of swings and roundabouts, really. We have got a reasonable amount of logs stashed, but nowhere near enough to fill this. As you can see, we're, you know, a pretty hefty inventory full, which is, well, almost full. Came absolutely nowhere near close to filling it. So we need 9, 18, 27, 36, 36 plus the same again, 72 plus another 9, 81 stacks of 16, which is obviously, if, and for those of you who've got, you know, been any kind of mathematical talent, a lot. So we're going to have to think that we're going to need things. I wanted to check actually, is there any kind of power saw in this, electric saw, or no, all of the things I know. I think that we have the drill from Immersive now, but that obviously, I wonder how that's going to work. I'd be interested to see how that works. And a drill head from, oh, that's from, yeah. So I don't think there's any kind of automated or power tools to play with, which is a shame because they're always fun. But we do need to sort out our wood situation because, again, I can probably stack. I don't want to completely empty myself out of timber either. So things, which is why the great wood trees are so good. But I think we're going to have to try and take out the spawners from, or not that one. That's our string tree. But the other ones where they've got spawners, I think we're going to have to try and reduce that. I don't see a way around it. Anyway, we're going to continue on with this and get this hopefully further filled, and we'll see how it goes. So I'll be back in a bit. Alright, we do need to get this thing. So I think the obvious trick we need to try here is the run in. Dig it out. Oh, hello. Wooden mug. Okay, some name tags, gunpowder, all nice. And another level, and a broken cave spider spawner. And also string, which we'll not sniff at. I don't think there's a lot of string on this one, but there's a little bit, so it's all free. Well, you know, relatively free. Unfortunately, we now, of course, have got a big pile of crap in our inventory, which is going to be a means we've got a pain. Actually, no, there is a simple way to get this, isn't there? Well, in theory, there's a simple way. Where did that go? So we can pop this over here, and we can dump some of the bits and pieces that we don't. I'll leave most of this behind for the time being, because I don't really need it with me for this. And then we'll have a swipe at a few leaves, get some saplings going. What do we got there? 2, 3. That's not bad. Wherever possible, you should always try and refresh your saplings. 4. Oh, that was quite a good one. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Okay, we can start chopping. I am almost certainly going to need another axe, so that's a thing. But we can carry on getting the good stuff, including all of these sticks. I still maintain to this day that there should be some means of getting bundling sticks in TFC into faggots for burning, because, you know, that was the thing, and that to me is what TFC is about, you know, doing things in a way that, you know, matches what was a thing. So yeah, got another nice tree over another 2 trees there, so that's good. I will leave that here. I am going to take I'll take those back as well. We'll grab some of this stuff, but we do need to head back because it's getting on to night time. So I'll see you back at the ranch once I've filled up that thing a bit more. Alright, I've chopped down all of the great wood trees in the immediate vicinity and replanted. This has definitely started spreading over. In fact, in this case, it's onto the bridge. That's just heading up onto the bridge, and this is spreading at a rate of knots now, which is great because it means that we'll soon have these 2 running, and then we'll be able to do a land bridge over to that one, or dirt snake, or whatever you want to call it, and yeah, we'll be in a position to do this. Now, I don't think I'm going to get anywhere close to filling this room today. Just call me cynical if you will, but I think this is going to take me a few episodes. I'm going to have to wait for trees to grow back. I am planting them as I can, and we can use other trees. I mean, you know, we don't have to use great woods. It's just the great woods yield such a large amount of timber per tree. And you know, which is good because that's what you want. But you can see we're kind of filling this. So I'm going to check how long I've been recording, because I'm conscious that I've been waffling a bit this episode as well, because you know that's what I do. I'm a waffler. Oh, hello. We're getting very close over here as well. I'll have to do another strip on that land snake in a moment. However, I should get one more block of great wood logs out of that. And there are other trees, but I think this has got a durability of 117, so it's probably going to break on the next great wood we chop down. There is that big great wood over there. Actually, we might be able to work the one behind the spider tree, so that's a possibility. But yeah, we're going to have to look at that. I'm going to look how long I've been recording, and I'll be back in a second. As I suspected, I've been recording too long, about 41 minutes. So Dirt Snake is now dealt with as far as this is working, and we just need to do a couple of land bridges over. That's a good thing. That Dirt Snake needs a little bit of tweaking to bring over to here. I also need to figure out how I'm going to get it into the pen. And I think I know how I'm going to do that. Not with that though. Certainly probably with some of this. And what we'll almost certainly do is we'll take you out. Oh dear, that was not so good. We'll be alright for the time being. That's actually a bonus, I think. Yeah, I'm going to carry on bringing Dirt Snake over, and hopefully we'll get Dirt Snake to here. And I will see you next time. But until then, thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.